Voila! And welcome to the Amanda Nothando Show. I'm Amanda and thank you guys for watching. I am so super excited because joining me today is an amazing musician, emerging artist in Edmonton, Ruva. I don't know if you want me to say Ruva. I shouldn't say just Ruva, your stage name. Okay, fine. It is Ruva. Welcome to the show, Ruva.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, I'm excited you're here and finally, right? Finally. And congratulations. Let's start on congratulations on the release of your first single. Well, we'll get back on that, but I just wanted to say congratulations because that's the main reason why you're here, and I'm so excited for that. And we'll talk about it, right? So, what is music to you?
That's a very complex question.
Exactly, because sometimes it sounds simple when asked. Mm-hmm. But responding is quite interesting, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, but I thought you said it was complex. It's not.
I mean, like, it's easy, but it's complex. I don't know. Like, music is a lot of things to me, but I guess the most important thing, it's therapy for me. It helps me cope with, my life. Like, when everything else seems to be uneasy, I feel like when I'm doing music, when I'm singing or performing or just involving myself in anything that has to do with music, I just feel like myself. 100% Ruvarashe and only Ruvarashe.
So do you write your music?
Yes.
Okay. So singer, songwriter, Ruvarashe. Ruva. Right? You said you don't like being called songwriter. Why?
I don't know.
Why though? Because it is what you do. It's your gift, right? Other than just singing. Everybody knows that you sing because it's evident out there. But then how about songwriter? What's bad about that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, maybe you're not used to it.
Just a lot. I don't know. It's a lot. I feel like a lot of responsibility on me. I'm just being thrown all these titles. I'm like, okay, just one at a time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's all right. So I know both your parents are quite vocally gifted. Oh yes, they are so vocally gifted, which inevitably rubbed off on you. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it is evident. So when did you discover your passion for singing?
This is gonna sound a bit cliche, but at a very, very young age, I can even say maybe 2, 3. I remember when I was in Zimbabwe, I had a girl group, and we would perform on Saturdays at church.
Okay, who never had a girl group? I had a girl group, guys. I had a girl group, and what was your girl group name?
I don't remember.
Or do you really want to know ours?
What was your girl group name?
Do you even want to try and imagine? Just try and guess. Knowing crazy Amanda.
I don't know. I don't even know where I would start.
The Space Jam Girls. Yes, Space Jam Girls, guys. Okay, those are watching our crew, huh? The three. It was a trio group. Yeah, Melissa, this is for you, Space Jam Girls. I still remember all the lyrics.
And you sang soprano, eh?
I wish I did, but I don't know what we were doing then. But it was fun times. So you had a girl group.
So yeah, we had a girl group. We'd perform on Saturdays, and I'd be the little leader. I'd like to call myself Little Beyonce. I'm just kidding.
Who doesn't like the lead thing?
Yeah, so it was 3 of us. It was a trio, and we'd sing on Saturdays. And spoiler alert. Our God is an awesome God. That was our track on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And that's one song that I incorporated in my project. Like, that's, coming out.
Okay, but, spoiler alert, guys. Are you listening?
So we would sing, on Saturdays at church. And then I guess my parents they were in Glimpse of the Golden Morning. It's an a cappella group in Zimbabwe way, way back in the day. That's, they were involved in that. Okay. So from an early age, I would go with them when they were performing, whether it was practice or, little things like that. So at a young age, I was immersed into music.
Look at you. Okay. So what made you decide that that's the path that you want to take now?
To be honest, it has a lot to do with God.
Okay. Tell us about that.
Music for me isn't something that I'm doing because I feel like it's a career. I feel like it's more like a calling. I feel like I am a vessel that the Lord wants to use, and that's what my voice is supposed to be used for.
You heard. So look out for that. Look out for this angelic voice, right? So another moment that I would like to say congratulations to on my show. Finally, I know it may be 2 years later. Is the last time when you were finalist at the Rejoice Our Better. What's it? Rejoice Our Better Singing Competition season 2. Was it?
Yes.
It was season 2, I think. I remember, and I remember vividly that it was such an emotional moment for you. Right? It was an emotional experience for you. Why was it an emotional experience for you?
I think it was an emotional experience for me because I was young at the time, and for me it was about winning.
Okay.
That was what was in my mind, and the fact that I didn't win made me feel insecure about my voice, and also, you know, when you're at a young age, well, I'm just going to speak for myself. At that young age, I guess, I was very egotistical. Like, I thought I was good. Right? So, like, why is it that I didn't make it and these other people are advancing when I did A, B, C, D and they didn't? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it was emotional in the sense that I learned a lot about being humble. Okay. Number one, being humble. Yeah. And also just, like, sometimes it's not even about winning. It's about learning. And I think in that moment when I was kicked off the show, not kicked off, but and I didn't make it to the next stage. It was emotional because I was just thinking about the end goal and not thinking about the road that it took me to get to the finals. Right. So like working with Tamara and just meeting all these great people and just building those friendships and networking with different people. I didn't understand that, and it took me a while to really think like, wow, this was a good experience. It forced me out of my comfort zone. I was singing music genres that I would never, sing, but I think it was necessary. It was a necessary part of my growth.
I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I am so happy for you. So any plans for taking part in season 4 of the singing competition? Because I saw the ads already, like on Facebook, going around and whatever. I was like, oh, okay, I need to ask this young lady if she is planning on taking on season 4 now that you're a bit more mature in music and you know why you'll be going there if you so decide to do it.
I don't think so, and it all has to do with just time and like the circumstance of where my life is right now. Like I'm in school, I'm working on my own music, so it's just like I don't really have time, but I'll definitely be going out to support. I supported last season. My friend Ruva won, and so I just like to go out and see everybody who's involved. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. That is so awesome. So out of curiosity, do you only sing gospel music? Or you also sing secular music when having like live performances? It's okay. Yes.
I do sing secular
and
music.
why then now? Because now you're laughing. Yeah. So I would like to understand
why I'm laughing. So I do sing secular music. I was involved in this show last February, Black History Month. It was La Connectional.
I remember.
They had like a live showcase, and they were just supporting Edmonton artists. So I was involved in that, and I sang. The whole point of their event was to embrace African and Latin culture, right? Okay. So they asked me to be a representative of Africa, so I represented South Africa. So I sang songs from some of our greats like Brenda Fassie and Mafizola and stuff like that, just to represent my culture and our country. So different things like that. So that's when I sing secular music. But in terms of like what I'm really passionate about, where I feel like I really belong, where I feel like, I do well when I sing, is gospel.
Okay. Yes. And why gospel?
Again, I feel like a lot of the times when I sing, it's so much bigger than me. Like it's gonna sound.
Actually, it sounds in your voice. Anyway.
It's so like it's not me. Right. I really feel like it is.
By saying it's not me, now you remind me. Oh yeah, Sasha.
Okay, no, not Sasha Fierce stuff, but like it's really not me. I feel like I have, like I said, I'm a vessel and I'm being used by God, and there's a message, and I feel like it may not touch everybody who's listening to my music, but it's gonna touch somebody, and that's so much more important to me than making sure everybody's having a good time. It's all about how you feel inside and how you receive the message.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, that's impressive. And I'm sure you faced struggles throughout your journey. Like everything doesn't come easy, especially when you're trying to chase your dream or your passion, right? So what challenges did you face so far or throughout the whole journey? Because you started singing in church, right? And then now you ended up having shows and now getting to a point where you're releasing your first single. How has been this? What struggles have you faced throughout that journey, that whole process?
I'd like to say that I went on an early retirement. It's not really an early retirement, but there was a point in my life, I think in end of high school, first year of university, around there. I kind of
the hormones were kind of like
like it's changing. I stopped singing. I stopped singing, guys. I even stopped going to church.
We know that.
I stopped going to church. I stopped singing. Every time I would say no to everything, and a lot of it had to do with the fact that I think I was so in love with music and how it made me feel, and just that connection that that moment I would have with God myself. And there was a point in time where I felt like I lost sight of what was important. I felt like I was singing for the wrong reasons. And to an extent, I kind of felt like I was being used because it was more like...
But then that's what's happening right now. You're being used.
Yes, but used by the Lord. But this time I feel like I was being used by people. Okay. In the sense that singing didn't have a meaning to me anymore. It started to feel like a chore, like a job. Every time I'd be told to sing, I'd be like, oh my God, I don't want to.
I remember.
It was just, it felt like a drag. It felt like this huge weight on my shoulder. And even in trying to pursue my music, because I've been working on this whole EP project single for such a long time, since I was 16 years old. That's how long I've been working at this. And I've had music just sitting there. And it was just sitting there because I feel like, number one, again, going back to the whole thing, I wasn't mature. There was so many other people trying to dictate my vision and just having their say and whatnot, and it just became hard for me because it's why am I, what's the purpose of doing this for? It didn't mean anything to me anymore, so why should I pursue it? So I would record music and it just sat there.
Oh wow. So what made you pick yourself up to say, okay, fine, that this is a calling, because sometimes people can just stay there, can just stay in that whole feeling sorry for themselves or feeling all bad or these people are forcing me to do this or whatever. So what made you pick yourself up and to realize, you know what, this is a calling and I need to do this to give back to God?
Number one, I started actually actively looking to go back into church, looking for a church home. Number two, a lot of it had to do with this past year. A lot of things happened and I didn't have control over them, or they were those things, the circumstances were out of my control, but singing was the one thing that I had control over, something that I knew that if I did A, B, C, D, it would make me feel better. Like I said at the beginning, music is like therapy to me. And in the time that all these things were happening, finding myself being in university and being forced to really face with what do you want to do with yourself? Is this what you really want to do? Basically just maturing. Music was the one thing that I was sure about. Right. So I realized that I have so much in me that I need to share with people, and it had a lot to do with, again, my support system, people like you and my best friend, my mom, my dad, everybody. It's just this whole thing of you guys were always encouraging me. I don't want to get emotional.
You do realize we're all wearing makeup here, right?
Yes, sorry. Okay, yeah. You guys, in those times where I was feeling low or whatever, it was just you guys always just encouraged me, and that motivated me to want to do something. Right. I was failing in everything else, but music was one thing that I knew that I.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm actually proud of you for stepping up. You know what I mean? For stepping up and you know what? This is beyond you. You mentioned earlier on, that you also feel sometimes it's bigger than you. Right? And having to pick yourself up and do what you're meant or called to do, which is amazing. I am so proud of you. And welcome back. Now over to the upcoming single. Over over to upcoming single, guys. Guys, you know, it's called Go Back. Yeah, Go Back. Look out for that one. Okay, but anyway, let's be serious. Okay, we know you've been singing behind the scenes, and we've all been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you to finally merge into this beautiful butterfly, you know, because you were caterpillar. You were caterpillar for quite long, you know. But anyway, we're waiting for you to emerge into this beautiful butterfly, which we're excited about already. You are like you're already out there. Tell us more about Go Back. Actually, first question, what took you so long? What took you so long? I know right now we're talking about you felt, you know, low and whatever, but then what took you so long now to say, I should have done this a long time ago? Like, God, now. I get it.
I think everything happens for a reason, to be honest. I think
And at the right time.
And at the right time, and I feel like just now is the right time. I can't tell you why.
Yeah.
I can't give you an answer. All I know is that there was a time when I was praying, and I know that like the message to me was arise and shine, your light has come. And that's I took it and I was like, this is my key. I'm going. So yeah.
I know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just want to hear more about Go Back. When is it coming out? What is it all about? And what are the viewers supposed to look forward to?
Okay, so Go Back comes out September 18th.
This coming Tuesday.
Wednesday.
No. 19th is Wednesday because I have an interview on the 19th.
18th is Wednesday.
Okay, guys, you know when the 18th is. But okay, anyway, she's the one that's
September
releasing.
18th.
She's the one that's releasing it. Okay.
Okay, maybe it is Tuesday.
No, she's
September 18th. Regardless, we are live at midnight. September 18th. Go Back by Ruva. And this song, oh my gosh, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Where it started and where it is now.
Okay, as long as it doesn't take 3 minutes.
Where it started and where it is now, it's like, guys, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm proud of myself.
But is it coming out to the video or you're gonna do the video later on?
No, it's just the single for now.
Okay.
There's more coming, just keep a lookout. But yeah, Go Back is really just about honestly understanding that God has no boundaries. You can literally go back at any time, and you have to go back.
Yeah.
Like, whether you like it or not, you gotta go back to the Father. The first thing you do is you tell Him you're sorry and that you love Him. And that's what's most important, you know?
And there's grace.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. So it's just a feel-good song about a relationship with God that's just so sweet. And that you can just go
I can see your
anytime,
peace.
you know?
I can see your peace.
You can just go anytime, and like people may come and go, but like who cares about people?
Right.
As long as it's just you and your God, you know, that's all that matters.
And you don't need approval from nobody except for for Him.
Exactly.
But so where do we find it? Where should people purchase it, or the platforms?
Yes.
Now.
So Go Back will be available on all streaming sites.
Yeah.
So Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, SoundCloud, YouTube, Google Play.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of places that it'll be available.
Of which anyway, we're gonna put everything down below, obviously, and everywhere where you can follow Ruva. She is on Facebook. She is on Twitter. I think Twitter. I'm not too sure because I really do not use Twitter that much. But okay, she said yes. She is on Instagram. Who's not on Instagram? And she's on Snapchat. So I will put all the details down below. And oh my God, we look forward to your new single coming out, and look out for that one. Go Back, people. And it was such a pleasure to have you here. But before I go, you already know, do you have any motivational phrase or motivational statement or something to give back to the audience in terms of, you know, just to motivate some people out there who were probably at the stage that you were once in, to say, you know what, I'm ready to give up. I do not know how to pick myself up or how to move on. Anything to say to them, just to motivate them.
Such is life, and life goes on. Life is gonna hand you lemons.
Yeah.
And those lemons, you can't throw them out. They will stay in your house until they rot.
But you have to make lemonade, no?
You can make lemon. Find a way to deal with the lemons. Don't let them just sit there. They'll just stay and rot. But you know, life goes on, and the things that happen in your past, they don't define you.
Yeah.
The things that you go
They have to
through,
teach
the
you.
mistakes you make, literally, all that doesn't define you. It's the next step forward.
Right.
It's about what you do next that
Right.
defines you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. And to the viewers, you've heard it for yourselves. Ruva has released a new single called Go Back. All the details will be below. And obviously, we look forward to the video. I hope we're going to see the video sooner than later. And please follow her on all the social platforms which are down below here. And thank you so much for watching. And you already know the Amanda Nothando Show is almost coming to an end of season 2. And look out for the season finale. You do, like you need to. I'm excited about season 1. I'm not gonna say much, but I'm kind of getting too excited right now. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. For those who haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, comment below whatever suggestions you have on how to improve the Amanda Nothando Show, what you want to see on the show, and
What motivates you?
what motivates you. There you go. Thank you so much. And anyway, thank you so much, Ruva, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No, it was great.
It is great.
Was it difficult?
No.
There you
I
go.
was so nervous, guys.
She was nervous, but you couldn't tell, because that is half the reason why I do not like giving my guests questions, because I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be yourself. I don't want you to think 25 million times, oh my gosh, she gave me this question. What am I supposed to say? That's why I was like, I want you to be as comfortable as possible, and you did it. Like, that was amazing. And we look forward to your journey, right? We're so excited for you the same way you're excited for yourself. And I hope I'll see you back. I'll see you back here. Maybe not here in this video, but here, right? And anyway, to all the viewers, thank you for watching, and keep watching. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, just hit the subscribe button. And remember, little girls with dreams become women of vision. Take care, and God bless you. Gotta go back.